Hi everyone! So today I thought we would pick up with the second Icee palette, which is the Icee Cherry palette. I did the blue raspberry yesterday, and I thought we would do the cherry one today, and it looks like this. It's very colorful, to say the least. Front of the packaging looks like this. So I'm excited to get into it. We're going to try to recreate this eye on this side using as many shades as possible to see how they perform. So let's go ahead and get started. The first shade I'm going to go into is Epic. So I will say, I like the color pink a lot. My clothes are always pink, all different shades of pink. But this palette kind of scared me. Not gonna lie. I'm not used to this pink of a palette, let's say. I'm always drawn to pink colors in a palette, but like, I don't know. This one's just a little more intimidating, I feel, in a sense. Kinda. But at the same time, it's like right up my alley. It's weird how you can have a color that you're so used to, but put it in a palette beside other colors, it can look intimidating almost, you know? I've had one, yeah. I've had one today, let me tell you. I've had one heck of a day. I think we are all having one heck of a day after half the time. I can't get my words out. Everything, like, I think is gonna work out isn't working out. Like, it's just nuts. It is just nuts. See, and that's like the lightest kind of pink in the palette. Like, you really don't have a light shade to start with. And I did want to go, I kind of went in a little heavier than I thought I wanted to go, to be honest with you. But you can see how bright this shade is just right off the bat, really. And again, I'm not a makeup artist, so I'm just looking at this palette thinking, like, what do you do type of thing, you know? From, like, just a consumer's point of view. But in all honesty, I don't think a lot of consumers would buy this, to be honest. Just everyday consumers anyway. Not that it's not an easy palette to work with, by no means. Like, it is an easy palette, like, to work as far as shades go, colors. I just don't think this isn't a palette I'm going to gravitate to on a daily basis, you know? I'm going to take that same shade and run it along the lower lash line. Like, I play with Glamlite palettes for the color, you know, when I want to be in a colorful mood, when I'm bubbly, to be honest. That's how I know I'm in a good mood. Because I'm reaching for one of those palettes, or a colorful palette. But generally, if I'm going to work with color, I do like the Glamlite formula to work with. And they have came out with some kind of neutral, like the chocolate martini. That's kind of neutral. And even the green, the olive one, what was that? Was that just martini, I guess? I think so. It's pretty, you know, neutral too. Neutraler than most of Glamlite's, you know, shadows. But, you know. What's your all's makeup? Like, everyday makeup. What do you got? What do you reach for? Do you reach for color? Do you reach for neutrals? Or not reach for anything, really? And there's days I'm like that too. Okay. Now that I got that built up on the lower lash line, I'm okay with that. Alright, then the next shade I went into was Flavorific. Yeah, Flavorific. And we're gonna start that a little bit lower. Like that. I hope this is, yeah. But like you can see these colors, like they're so pigmented, right? But yet, and bold. But they work well as far as blending and working well into the shade I had prior to it. And it also will work well with the shade I'm getting ready to add too. I think this brush is shedding. I will say also when I use Glamlite shadows, I 9 out of 10 usually will use my MAC paint pot in soft ochre to use as base. I have used the ABH and it's white, and man, it does make these shades pop. But I'm more of a, I don't, like, I need to tone it down a little bit type of thing, you know? Because, like, I want it to pop, but, like, not too much, you know what I mean? Like, just a little type of thing. But, like, you can see that these shadows, I swear there is I can't see it. But I feel like there's a hair that fell off of this brush. And I've been using these brushes a lot lately. Because I really want to know. Like, I'm going through my stuff, y'all. I feel like I've started with Glamlite because I keep reviewing them. And probably because I'm stepping outside my comfort zone with them. But I don't know why I'm choosing these to go through. Because, like, I'm not getting rid of any of my Glamlite. I know this. So I don't know why I'm even going through it, to be honest with you. Alright. Now I'm knocking stuff off again, as always. Alright. I think... I'll go in one more time. Like, I want to make sure I build both sides up the same. As far as, like, darkness. Like I said, that's the only problem with this, but my lord, if I did both eyes on camera, we would be here all day. But anyway, what is your all's everyday looks? Mine, generally my looks, I don't know about you all, but for some reason in my head, it's like they gotta match whatever I'm wearing. I don't know why. But in my head, that's the way I feel like it has to be. Alright, I think I got both sides the same. Okay, so then I'm going to take a little bit of Treat. And I mean a little bit, like a little bit. And I'm just going to put it on this outer V. Yeah, just a little bit. This is a very bright color. I will say, like, this kinda reminds me of the looks you can get out of the, I think it's Strawberry Margarita or Daiquiri palette. However, I like, it does have different shades in that palette, but this palette does go deeper and darker than that palette does. So depending on how you like your looks would be, you know, maybe depending on what palette you might like better. Neither one of them would be an everyday look for me. Now the chocolate one, I can use that one as an everyday palette for myself, but that would, and even the olive to a certain extent. Alright, then I'm going to take that same shade and run it under the lower lash line, but right up against the lashes. Like, pretty much just like stamping it right along the lashes. Okay. And I'm going to use that first shade that we used, the Epic, to blend it out with on the lower lash line. I may mess that up a little bit, but it's alright. It'll be fine. I'm going to go back into, what was that? Flavorific. Make sure I got that in there good. I think I did, to be honest, but you never know with me. And with both eyes being different shapes, I have issues sometimes. That's why it's not so good sometimes to be playing with color, because they're so different. You can see when one's not like completely even, so to say. But you can see how well they blend regardless on one another. There's no patchiness. There's no splotchiness. Like, it all just looks nice together, really. Cohesive. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm thinking. I can't tell. I think I got it pretty well. So then the next shade I'm going to go into is White Cherry. This one got me, y'all. I thought it was going to be white. I really did. I didn't think any other it just didn't look any different until I put it on and I was like, oh, that's not white. And it's not. But it is so pretty. Again, I'm not wetting any of these. So you can pretty much imagine what it would be like wet though. It would be so beautiful. I mean, it's so beautiful now, but you know what I mean. It's like a white pink kind of shade. I don't know how to describe it, but it is beautiful nonetheless. Okay. May add a little more in a minute to that, but for now, good enough. Then I went into the shade, let's see this one, Frosted Cherry, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner of my lid. And this is such a pretty shade here. Again, not wetting it. I mean, you really can get some really pretty looks out of this palette. Especially if you can look at it and like see colors. Like what colors would look best with what. Like, I can only imagine how vibrant you could get these looks to look, you know? Me, I'm not like that. I'm a simple person. And there's nothing wrong with that though. It's okay. But as long as it's good quality, I think that I can make it, you know, it works somewhat, you know? No, it'll never be perfect and all that, but you can make pretty looks. The next shade I'm going to go into is Colorful Tongue. This shade I kind of would like to see wet, to be honest with you, but we're not going to. Because I'm going to note something else here in a minute too with this. If you've noticed or not. I mean, look at that shade. And tools matter too, like what brushes you use and stuff like that. But I'm not using that expensive of brushes, to be honest. I'm just using the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brushes. They're not the cheapest, but they are cheaper. And I do like them. I think they do perform well and wash well and everything. Okay. Now that I got that one, let me go back over the inner corner. 1 second. Going back into White Cherry. Okay. Alright, and then that's all I did with this look. Okay, so let's curl the lashes. Oh, I was like, uh-oh, I lost it. Oh no, waterline, guys. I use my ColourPop, the gel liner in Loverboy. I think it looks really good with this look, to be honest. Like, I think white would, oh well, I mean, white would have made it pop a lot more. But, I mean, you could use anything. But I did use Loverboy and it matched perfectly with these colors. Like, to a T. And then for my top lashes, I decided to use my no. Sorry. I've been so used to using that mascara. It is YSL Vinyl Couture for the top lashes. And I didn't use a primer this time because I'm honestly trying to just, hurry, not hold up your all's time. But I do think I like this mascara. I've been liking a lot of mascaras lately for some reason. I mean, there's been one or two I haven't, to be honest, but for the most part, I really have been liking the mascaras I've been trying. I gotta get in close, guys. I'm sorry. I'm blind as a bat. I'm getting a little blinder every day, I think. And not just that I can't see, like things are shaped differently and everything, because I have astigmatism. So when I look at things, they ain't always what they seem. Although it'd probably help if I wore my glasses, to be honest with you. But then my glasses mess my makeup up. And then my mother makes fun of me. Well, I think I'd rather have eyesight than, my makeup. Even if you like your look and you think it looks good, it ain't gonna do you no good when your eyes are gone. You're not gonna be able to, put it on anymore. I was like, that's not funny. That's not funny at all. But she don't understand makeup, my obsession with it, which most people don't. And I understand that. And I think it has a stigma on it too. It's like, oh, you wear makeup, you're vain, you, which isn't this case by no means. To me, makeup's like art, and your face is the canvas. In my eyes. Alright, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. And then for bottom lashes, the Def and Sills by Lancome for bottom lashes. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Then what I done was I had to dig for a little bit to try to find this. Because I don't know, I didn't really have to dig, to be honest with you. It's quite easy to find. But for whatever reason, because I have so much, I just couldn't find this specific thing that I wanted to do. And what I had done was I thought, well, I might as well go all out since I'm doing this pink lip or pink eye look, I thought I might as well do a hot, bright pink lip. And this one wasn't hard to find. I just forgot where I put it. But this is Crushed Lip Color in the color Crush by Bobbi Brown. And it looks like this. But it, like, I've had this for a while. And I know I have other colors like this. Because a couple of years ago, I don't know why, but I really got into this, like, color of lip. I don't have a clue why. But I wear it all the time, y'all. It's quite a thing that I've done. Again, I couldn't tell you why, but I did. And I wish I knew. And some of the pictures are quite scary. Because why I would wear this lip with like a purple eye, I'll never know. But for whatever reason, like, that's what I said, like, I love the color pink. All kinds of pink, so. But I apparently, you know, really thought that this was the color to wear. Let me try one more coat of mascara on the top lashes just to see. Yeah, there we go. Oh, almost did it. Almost messed it up. Alright. I think that's as good as it's going to get, to be honest. If I keep messing with it, I'll have it a mess, and I know I will. It's like with anything, if you just keep messing with it, it's going to get worse and worse, or more out of hand or something. So what I'm going to do is just stop. I'm going to put it down slowly. Right now, come on. So I have to coach myself into doing it, or I really won't. Like, I'll just keep applying and applying and applying. And I have no idea why. Alright. Alright, for real. Okay, I'm done. Alright, so this is the final look that I created using the Ice Cherry palette. Icee, not Ice, Icee Cherry palette. I don't think I did too bad, y'all. Give me a break a little bit now, okay? Give me a break. Give me a break. I want a Kit Kat bar. I think I'm gonna go get one. But I think I got them pretty much even, okay? I think. I didn't do too bad at the color selection either, so I think that's a thumbs up. But I also think that the palette did the work for me too, so I can't really take all the credit, you know what I mean? But I think it turned out pretty good. So this is the final look. Let me know if you purchased these palettes, if you like them, if you agree on the shadow quality, if you feel like they do the work for you, if they're easy to work with and stuff, even for beginners. I mean, now for beginners, don't get me wrong, color is intimidating because I'm a beginner, so I know. So let me start by that. Do I think no, yeah, I think a beginner could use it. I do if they just did it if they built it up. Just build up. Don't just go whack it in and then whack it on type of thing, okay? I think if you built it up, you'll be fine. I don't think you'll have any issues, actually. You may have issues with, like, color selection like myself, but the actual shadows themselves applying will be fine. I'm rambling. But let me know if you purchased the palettes. Let me know if you liked them, didn't like them. Let me know what your everyday palette is, or your everyday, like, color selection would be. Mine's kind of like this, but not really. Not as bright. Mine's got pinks in it for sure. Usually brown, pink, a cream, champagne, those types of shades almost, you know? Like the soft glam palette, or the sultry, or the Natasha Denona glam, stuff like that. The retro, the Pat McGrath, Divine Rose 8, 7. The Divine Rose, is that what I said? 7? Yeah, that's right? Mothership 7? I think so. But stuff like that's where I'm getting at. But I'll let you go. I've kept you long enough. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I am uploading regular basis here. Like, I'm on a roll. I'm going to go through all these palettes so that you can see if they're any good. Or if they're any good for a beginner. Or if they're any good for an intermediate. If they're any good for makeup artist. Well, all palettes would be good for a makeup artist, but I guess it's more beginner status if it's good for you. You know what I mean? But let me know, and I will see you in my next one. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.